What's up guys, it's your boy Trash, and today I'm bringing you a review. Is it late? Yes. Do I care? Yeah. Before anything, I want to thank my friends over at Nintendo Portugal for sending over a key so I'm able to play this game, enjoy this game, stream this game, and slowly sink over 100 hours making everything pretty. Animal Crossing New Horizons is the newest game from Nintendo, and the fifth in its timeline if we exclude the 3 spin-offs. Personally, I never played any other Animal Crossing besides the mobile game, so this is my first one. In this regard, don't expect a lot of comparisons with the previous games, even though I might compare it with the previous games. I was extremely curious to try this game out ever since it was announced, but honestly, I had no clue why. And that's one of the reasons why I've been playing it so much before I made a video on it, because honestly, it took me quite a while to understand why I like it. Right now, I have over 100 hours in this game, and it took me over 80 hours to actually realize why I was enjoying this game so much. I've been playing it every single day since release day on March 20th, and you know, it finally made sense to me why people play it. It's a very different kind of fun and gratification. Nowadays, in almost every game, we expect things like free violence, an ending to a story, a crazy plot twist, complex characters, making you feel like you're racing the clock, crazy cutscenes and cinematics, and so on. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I love fighting games. I have an obscene amount of hours in games like World of Warcraft, and I'm all over that watashi wa tureshu desu-san, ayaya, you know? I'm all over all those kinds of games. But Animal Crossing? What does it have? As flowers, fishes, and bugs. Not game bugs, actual, you know, bugs like a horse and shit. Well, it has more than that, but in the end, it's a game that helps you forget everything in real life, all the chaos, all the madness, all the violence, all the aggressiveness that surrounds you, all the negativity and toxicity that surrounds you. Twitch chat, it makes you forget all the bad things and transports you to a world where life would be perfect. And in the end, most games nowadays want you to connect with the characters and make you realize that that's a possible scenario. And it's pretty scary that most games that come out are, you know, assumptions of a post-apocalyptic world or, you know, stuff of that sorts. But Animal Crossing, it's like, what if we were all nice to each other? So I streamed this game for quite a while when it came out, and now I just play it off stream. So I'm gonna answer you guys some of the most common questions that I've gotten while I was playing it, and nobody actually knew much about the game. Can you kill someone in this game? No. Can you hurt animals in this game? Physically? No. Can you die in this game? No. Can you hurt Marina's feelings, my favorite villager, by spoiling one of her favorite book's endings and making me hate you as a villager for the rest of the life on that island and making me log in every single day to hit you with a net and ignore you and push you around in order for you to leave the island? Yeah, you can. But she understands it, and she assumes that you might just be having a bad day. I'm the one who resents that. So what's the objective? Well, to be fair, the objective is just to customize your own island and your own little town. Customize your home, get the villagers you like, go on some small adventures, but overall it's a lot of customization. You get to pick between 4 layouts for your island when you start out, and you're also given a random fruit and flower species for every new save file. In my case, it was apples, and the flower was pansies. 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 Amor perfeito. See, it's a very easy name to say in Portuguese. That doesn't sound like underwear. Tom Nook, for now your landlord, Timmy and Tommy, and 2 other randomized villagers will move to a deserted island with you, where you start by sleeping in a tent. This will obviously start Tom Nook's slave train as he makes you work your ass off to build the island and even other villagers' houses by yourself. But it's not that bad. There's no interest fees in paying off to him, or, you know, even a final date of when you want to pay for things. If you want, you can just sleep in a tent forever, although of course, you want progress in the game. And as the game goes on, you keep paying for house upgrades, and you keep paying for more and more upgrades to your house until you got a house with 4 rooms, an upstairs, and a downstairs. There's 2 currencies, bells and Nook miles. Bells are pretty much money. They're already common in Animal Crossing. If you ever played any Animal Crossing, you know what bells are. Nook miles are V-Bucks, pretty much. It's money that Tom Nook made up so he doesn't have to actually pay you. The game also plays in real time. And if you're an only child, there's a big chance you're spoiled and you wanna, you know, not wait and just time skip by changing your Nintendo Switch clock. Well, because pretty much you don't have any patience and you don't know how to deal with the real world. I'm joking. I'm joking. You can also have brothers and be spoiled. What I mean, in all seriousness, every person should enjoy the game the way they want. If you're gonna change the time on your Switch in order to advance faster in the game, you're pretty much cutting time on yourself, and you're gonna burn out on the game way faster because you're not gonna have that feeling of accomplishment of, you know, reaching new objectives. However, if you feel like that's how you want to play the game and that's how you have fun, go for it. I myself had to time jump once backwards because I forgot to talk with Tom Nook when I thought I did, and then I jumped back to my normal time. But that was the only... I'm sorry. I screwed up and I forgot to speak with the raccoon. I'm sorry. And like I mentioned, from the moment you get your tent, every day there's something new to do. Either scouting for new villagers, upgrading stores, getting new merchants into the island, building a museum, catching bugs and fish to fill up your museum, making fences, changing rooms in your houses, planting trees, planting flowers, watering your flowers, popping sky gifts, check your money stone every day, check for your money trees if you've planted any money, small achievements on your Nook miles, daily quests that give you extra Nook miles, getting a town hall where my girlfriend Isabella works at, and so much more. Some people would say that the main objective of the game is paying off Tom Nook all your loans, so your house gets upgraded to the max. But even once you do that, there's seasonal events, seasonal fish and bugs to catch, seasonal items, and, you know, even more weekly objectives to fulfill. Not to mention that the real objective in this game is the friends we make along the way. It's the people we make along the way, except the pig villagers, which are not welcome in Rufus Island. I hate pig villagers. Hogs is fine. Just not pigs. You can't play today, play tomorrow. Can't play this week, play the next week. Just be sure to talk to your villagers every time you come back, otherwise they're gonna start missing you. They realize you're not playing the game, so they think they're not welcome. And, you know, overall, just take the game easy. That's the best thing to do with this game. Don't rush it. And the villagers are exactly the soul of this game. All of them are based on animals, hence the name of the game, Animal Crossing. I don't know the crossing part. I guess they're crossing over to my island. That's what it is. And they have predetermined personalities and come in all weird shapes and colors. My boy Clay, he loves to take walks around the island and build things that insects whisper in his ear while he sleeps. Marina, a pink octopus, if you hurt her feelings, I'll hurt your kneecaps. And then there's dudes like, you know, my chicken who has a helmet. Fun part is that you can actually create bonds with these characters. The more you talk with the characters, your friendship goes up. You give them gifts, they give you gifts back, they tell you stuff, and they write you letters, and it's fun. I like it. So, is it too late for you to get into this game? Either if you're watching this video in 2019 or in 2030, how's the pandemic situation? When does this... And no, it's not too late. Well, if it's 2030, you probably have a new Animal Crossing. But like I mentioned, there's always different fish, different bugs, seasonal events that come around every month of the year or every season of the year. There's always new stuff to do. You're just gonna start later, but eventually you'll catch up to everyone else that started before you. And that's fine. If you have a Nintendo Online subscription, you can invite friends over to your island. And this is the easiest way to get items that you don't have. But, you know, it's not necessarily needed to have this service. It's just that if you want to have every single different fruit in your island, every single different flower, every items that you just can't get as easily and someone else has them, it just makes completioning easier and faster, but you can still get everything without having to have friends in the game. And you could do things like taking pictures together, waiting 3 hours for a loading screen every time they join or leave, having them steal your daily message in a bottle, like Toze did to me, walk over your flowers, like Traveler did to me, stealing your fruit, like Ray did to me without my permission, check their stores and let them check your store since, you know, there's daily stuff different in everybody's island, and usually it's fun stuff. And this is probably where the game lacks the most. Nintendo and online is not really a thing that they do well. They do amazing games, they make amazing games, but online service is usually very lacking comparing to everything else we have nowadays. And the fact that you have to sit through a long loading screen when someone enters or leaves your island, when you want to invite like 7 people into your island and then one person disconnects, making everybody else disconnect, it gets annoying. And it makes me not want to invite people ever. But that's really much the only bad thing I want to point out. There's other stuff, quality of life changes that could happen in the game, like crafting in stacks or having a visual cue on when your tools are about to break. There's a lot of things that could change, could be added into the game. Later on, they could just be patched, but as of now, we don't have them. Although, you know, I don't think that makes the game less fun. It just makes it a little bit more tedious if you're playing it for long periods of hours. So my rating for this game, I'm gonna be honest and give it a 9 out of 10. So hear me out. I usually don't care about soft games like this, you know, Stardew Valley and I don't know, Maples. I don't know. Harvest Moon. I don't know. I usually don't like games like this, but I have to give it up. Art style, it's adorable. Music, sick beats by Dr. Dre. Originality, well, it's a pioneer in its genre in previous titles, and it added crafting, it added an island and flying, and okay, it added some new stuff, right? So I would say it's still original as an Animal Crossing game, and adding crafting is pretty cool, something that I think other games didn't really have much or have at all. So, you know, there's some originality in it. Fun, well, it's a different kind of fun. Like I mentioned, it's the kind of fun that makes you happy, makes you relaxed, and it's fun. I think it's fun. But fun is subjective, but it's fun. It's not the kind of fun like, hey, I press this button and now look at this limit break, it looks sick. No, it's the kind of fun of, hey, I logged in, I haven't logged in 2 days. Look at how my island has changed. I forgot I even upgraded my house. Look at this. There's also some other things I didn't go through, like drawing your own clothes, drawing your own patterns to put on the floor, drawing your own pictures, drawing your own eyebrows, so stuff that you can share with other players and sell them. You know, you don't actually, I mean, you don't sell them, you just make it available on Twitter and then people download. It's just you can share your art creations with other people. The turnip system every week, how you make money by just waiting. The amiibos, it's not very good. Terraforming, the museum in depth, the Able sisters, Kicks, CJ and Flick, the Wisp, Star Showers at Night, and so many other things. But honestly, I don't want to talk about everything. I want you to experience the game the way I did, find new things the way I did, and feel like everything is actually special every time you find it. And above all, have fun. I think it's a pretty solid overview of the game still. I think you still get a decent idea of what the game is, but I just don't want to spoil all the beans. In any case, I hope you liked the video. If you did, subscribing is free. And if you want to check me out on Twitch, I play games and I draw stuff like 5 days a week for long periods of hours. And lately, I've been actually diving into N64 games since I never had an N64 as a kid, and it's actually been pretty fun. Also, if you want to join our Discord, it's free and there's a lot of roasting, so keep that in mind. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to wash your hands. I want to go back to be able to go to the cinema, and you guys are not allowing me to because you're keeping everything dirty. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.